Hello and welcome to FoodTokTV, the longest running live cooking show on TikTok. I am Daphne Brogdon. My channel is Daphne Brog. That's D-A-P-H-B-R-O-G. Oh, I just realized you have to be on TikTok. My daughter's helping me today. You have to be able to see the screen. I totally forgot about that. Do you have TikTok on your screen, onto your phone? Yeah, so you just go to FoodTokTV and then you can see the comments. Kind of forgot. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Vivian's here, my daughter is helping me today. I wasn't here last week. I was starting to prepare, and then we got a call that my mother had taken a turn. So last Wednesday, my mother passed, and I'm probably going to be a little emotional sometimes, but that's why my daughter's here to help me. Years ago, when I had my own Food Network show, we had a terrible loss. My brother from another mother had taken his life, but the crew was on and we had to act, and the show must go on, and I shot that show here. And my daughter, who was just a little girl at the time, she would stand off on the side and do this to me. So that's what she is today. She's the wind beneath my wings, like my mother was. And my mother loved cooking, and she loved me performing, and she loved to see all of this. She was on my Food Network show with me a couple times. So the show must go on, and I have also found that cooking is also really helpful with grief. That's actually how I got back to cooking after my chef husband died. So I find it very therapeutic in a way. Oh, thank you for the heart. Thank you so much. A way to connect with the people we've lost and still give love to the people in our life. So the first thing I'm going to do is beets. Is a beet dish, because my mother, and unfortunately I can't see the comments now, but Vivian's going to tell me all the comments. You can go back and see.
Okay. Sorry.
And you can say who got rewards. And...
Okay. Michaela says hello from Connecticut.
Hi, Michaela from Connecticut. Hi. Yes.
Pink Lighten Laney.
Yes.
Got the #1 gifter badge.
Thank you, Pink. Thank you.
Bonita got the #1 gifter badge. Mustard Queen got the #2 gifter badge.
Oh yeah. You don't have to say all those. Oh, thank you. Somebody just gave me a heart. No, it's good. Thank you. I'm so glad Mustard Queen's here. I know she's another one beneath my wings here. If there was any comments.
Conky sent Rose.
Who did?
Conky.
Kunchi. K-U-N-C-I-H?
K-U-N-K-E-Y.
Oh, Conky. Okay, thank you for the rose. Okay, so beets. So beets was something that I loved, and my mother used to go, I hate beets. And that's because I realized she had the Depression era canned beets. Oh, somebody just sent me something. Can you tell me who?
Snooks sent a rose.
Snooks, thank you so much. Roses. Thank you.
Trini Cooks joined.
Yay, Trini's here. Thank you. Thanks for joining, Trini. So she would say, I don't like beets, and I'd say, but Mom, you had the horrible canned beets that your mom gave you with absolutely no flavor. Beets can have flavor. So these were in the pan last week, but I fortunately had a few left over here. So anyway, what I've done is I peeled the beet. I already peeled the beets, but you also don't have to use a peeler. If you have a paring knife, you can take the skin off of them. Beets, of course, are like a superfood. They're really fantastic for you. My only caveat is if you're a mom and you're still at the stage where you see what your kid's bowel movement is, don't be freaked out and think your child has rectal bleeding, because beets will change the color of what comes out of you. But it's okay. Don't worry. It's all good. Okay, now take the rectal away, because now we're going to have a good dish. So. Maybe that's a first for FoodTokTV. Hello, well, I was a comic before I was a cook. So here we go. So all I'm going to do is just very simple, cut them. And the other, of course, the problem with beets is, look at my hand. I look like Lady Macbeth here. Damn these spots. We could use kitchen gloves, but at this point, I ain't going out. I'm not care. I'm just sitting with myself. So I'm going to make some easy little slices. You can make them as small or as big as you like. I'm purposely going to make them smaller so that they cook faster. But this is going to have feta cheese and, oh, see, this is why it's so good to have Vivian with me. So if you're just joining, This is the first time I've been able to rope one of my family members, one of my kids in here to help me. My daughter Vivian is helping me here because she knows I need the emotional support today, let alone the logistic support. So if you can see, there's just like, so I don't know if you can kind of see the size. I don't know, what would you call that size? I don't know. Yeah, we don't know what that size is. Small, diced. It's diced. It's a diced beet.
Is it diced?
It's diced?
Is it, I don't know, diced I think of as smaller, but.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I'm being pretty casual here with my set, but yeah, roughly diced. Sometimes I do them bigger and chunkier. I tend to do that kind of based on what I'm cooking it with. Like this can be a great side dish with a roasted pork or beef, that kind of thing. You want a real iron-rich dinner.
Sean Mister sent a heart.
Oh, thank you, Sean. Thank you so much. Thank you for the heart. I really appreciate that. And of course, if you are just joining us, this is Food Talk TV, the longest running live cooking show on TikTok. And each day you will find a different culinary creator. I'm your culinary. Oh, thank you for the heart. Who just gave a heart?
It was Mark Murd.
Oh, Mark. Oh, so sweet. Got to meet Mark and his wonderful wife, Melissa. When we were in Texas, there was a bunch of us Food Talk TV creators. And that's what I'm saying. Each day you're going to find.
Melissa Murd says, hello,
Oh,
Daph.
hi, Melissa. Hi, Melissa, sweetheart.
Oh, and Crash Test Beck says, I love your stove.
Oh, thank you. You know, this hood makes us a little crazy. It used to make my Food Network producers crazy because it obscures, and I would put on, oh, somebody just came in prison. And it's why I always have to wear flat shoes when I'm cooking. So when I was doing my Food Network show and we did it in this kitchen, the stylist would give me some fabulous outfit. But if I wore heels, it was like, you know, the director's like, I can't see her forehead now. So I always have to. Gotta be like barefoot and not pregnant in the kitchen. Almost barefoot. Except at my age, I'd get what's that thing where you get, oh God, I'm blanking on the name, but you know,
what is it?
Where your foot hurts. It's plantar fasciitis. Thank you, plantar fasciitis. If I was truly barefoot, I'd be getting plantar fasciitis. All right, so I'm very slowly cutting these beets, and I'm asking your forbearance today because I have a grief brain, and I've been to this rodeo before, and I know that I don't think as quickly after a big emotional trauma like this. So, okay, so I've got the slices.
So are some bigger and some smaller, or are you all cutting them all to the same size?
It's a good question, Vivian. I'm trying to kind of do well, see, like these came out looking a little more julienne, so I'm going to give them one more chop. Ideally, they would be more uniform, but like I said, my brain's a little off today. So yeah, see, these are this would definitely be julienne. I don't want julienne. Your father hated julienne. You know those really thin julienne.
Can you explain what julienne means?
Oh, thank you, Vivian. Julienne is like a long, think of like a shoestring.
Like French fries?
Yes, actually, a julienne vegetable would even be thinner, almost angel hair. And when we would go to a restaurant and there would be julienne vegetables, her dad would be like, ugh, julienne. Because he felt like, now I can't taste the vegetable. Like it's so sort of changed the structure to be that
Oh, they said Vivian
thing.
Rocks, hell yeah.
Yes, Vivian does rock. Vivian does rock. She is awesome. And yeah, okay. So I just got a few more to lightly chop here. And, you know, my late husband's, one of his love language was definitely acts of service. And part of that acts of service was cooking. Cooking, or very good at errands. Oh my God, we have to, Ralph, it's 11 o'clock at night. I'll go. And my mother, who we just lost, her love language, what would you say? I think Aunt Mom was always into, like, we called her Aunt Mom, was her nickname. She liked to treat us. Right?
Definitely. Treat us to good food.
Treat us to good food. She loved to take Vivian shopping. And by the way, there were different rules from her kids to her grandkids. So like, let's say the three of us, which we did often, we'd go to Nordstrom's. And if it was for my daughter, my mom would be like, here's my card. And then she'd kind of look at me and I'd go, no, it's okay, Mom. I'm going to buy my own thing. She's like, uh-huh. She wasn't treating me. She was only treating the chosen one here, which was fine with me. So yesterday, Vivian's about to take an amazing trip to Italy. So I was channeling my mom and. Oh, yay, we got the, okay, so I'm putting the beets in the pan. This is really actually a very simple recipe. I'm just elongating it with my chatter here. Thank you. Okay, so beets are in here. Do a little salt, olive oil, pan's very hot. Just gonna mix that all up so that my hands will be as red as Lady Macbeth's, for sure. Now there's two ways you could do this. We could do, I've done it two ways. You could just throw the pecans in here, but I don't want to do that because the pecans are gonna cook so much faster. So I'm gonna put the beets in, all right, and then we're gonna do something just a little separate with the pecans. And we'll just kind of put them on the end. So I'm just going to do a little butter and just the teeniest bit of sugar. Where's my butter? So this is my fun roasted. This is the thing when people tell you, I hate beets. You go, not yet. Not so fast. Not so fast. You haven't had my beets. So, a little butter. Oh, Vivian, what's that thing you say when it's dead?
Huh? When it's dead?
Remember what I said when there's a dead space?
Welcome to FoodTokTV.
Yes!
Longest running food cooking show on TikTok?
Yes! You got it.
Okay, I'm new here.
Yes, you are. You're my intern. Vivian is actually my executive assistant. If there's any like hard charging professional out there who needs an executive assistant, Vivian would be fantastic. Okay, so I've just put sugar. This is where I do my overhead camera. So I've got sugar, butter, pecans. Oh wait, I was saying something about Texas. Oh,
Solstice has lit up all gifts in their gift gallery? What does that mean?
I don't know. Some of those things that come up, I don't understand. Anyway, I was saying about meeting Mark and Melissa, which was so wonderful. So in Texas, I got to meet all these FoodTokTV people who are all very, very kind people. Very, very warm, very sweet. In addition to also able to teach you different things about cooking. And we've got people from Texas and Georgia and Oregon, and I'm in Los Angeles. What were you saying, sweetheart?
I don't know what's important and what's not.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of things that pop up on the screen.
People sending like, I see somebody sending hearts and kisses or something.
Oh, that's new.
Okay.
Someone said thank you for the warm welcome, Vivian.
Aw.
From Genki. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your username. Apologies.
Yeah. Just pick one and just commit to it. Yeah, so I see any of the comments coming in. Thank you. And then, we also remind people to tap the screen for the likes. So up under, on the upper left, Vivian, where it says FoodTokTV, the likes, you want to get to so many, I think it's, you guys can tell me, I think it's like if you get to 1,000 or 10,000 likes, then TikTok puts you out on the For You page so more people can see it.
I see, I mean, the one under FoodTokTV says 4.5K. But
yes, let's get to 10,000. Thank you for the likes. Keep tapping, you can even tap the screen, Vivian.
I can? Oh.
Yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna set this aside for the beets. And now we get to the main event of the day. A souffle. Yes, I'm doing, oops, there goes my glasses. So, the reason I decided to go for it is, as many of you know, I have chickens, okay? So, I went and fetched 7 eggs from my coop this morning, 2 of which I cooked for my son. So, I'm going to make a souffle. I have not made a souffle in easily 8 years, so I actually have a little...
but you're gonna kill it.
I'm gonna kill it, I hope. I have a recipe, I'm gonna give credit, because again, since I'm brain impaired today, I am pulling this recipe from a gal who I worked with once, who has a website called Once Upon a Chef, and I will give a shout out to her recipes, because I think they're always good. She was a cook, and then she became a food blogger, and then I interviewed her at an event once for her cookbook. I find they're always well tested. Well, you know, she's very reliable. So I'm using her recipe. because I looked at quite a few. Sometimes they got a little like food wine, and I was like, that looks complex. I don't want anything too complex today. And the great thing about souffle is once you get the basics down, you can do different things with it. You could do a Grand Marnier, you could do a cheese, you could do, so it can be a dessert, it can be a savory. I don't think I need this gigantic olive oil anymore. And again, if you don't know me, I'm Daphne Brogdon, and I used to have a show on Food Network. I've owned restaurants, and I'm also on TikTok at Daphne Brogdon. I have a YouTube cooking channel called Daphne Dishes Again. Get the joke there. And my mom blog, which I really need to reinvigorate, coolmom.com. There you go. All right. So what I started doing was I pre-pan. So I've got a perfect souffle pan. I did butter, and I did a little flour. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put a little cheese in here too, some grated cheese. Now, you could do grated Gruyere, Swiss. You could do two kinds of cheeses. It does the souffle gods will not care. I have grated Parm, so I'm going to do that. So I'm just sprinkling in some grated Parm to kind of get that going. I think it'll help the taste. Okay, now we set that aside. Now I got to work on the eggs. And remember, dead air, Vivian.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. I don't know how to do this. I don't know what. There's so many things on the screen.
Okay, let me see. Let me see what looks like there is something that needs to be. Okay. Mustard Queen. Daphne Dishes Again. Thank you. Oh, Babs is here. Hi, Babs. I'm so happy to see you. And then, okay, see where it says so-and-so follow the live creator. You'd say, oh, thanks for the follow. Thanks for following FoodTokTV.
I don't see that. Not on my screen.
Oh. Craft said, it's my first time seeing you on Food Talk. Thoroughly enjoy you. Oh, thank you, Beck. That is so kind of you. I'm usually here Wednesdays.
Mustard Queen saying she's gonna pin things I think I should read. Thank you.
Oh,
appreciate the help.
Oh, good. Yeah. Thank you, Mustard Queen.
And Fran says hi, Daphne.
Okay. And Fran. Oh, Fran. Fran's so sweet. Fran sent me condolences. Fran's really a nice person. Fran, I didn't know you had a coop. I didn't know you had a chicken coop, Fran. Okay. So let's work on the eggs. So I have to separate eggs. Oh, my mom used to have this great egg separator. I don't know what happened to it. Well, we'll be going through her house now. Maybe I'll find it. I need another. Oh, here's my eggs and here's my whites. Okay. I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way, where you use the shell and your Lady Macbeth hands here to separate the yolks. And I know eggs are expensive right now, but for me, they are an easy resource.
So what difference does separating the eggs make?
Oh, what a good question, Vivian. It's kind of a chemistry thing, of which I know you are better at the sciences than I am. Because what we're going to do is we're going to beat the yolks, and then we're going to beat the eggs separately and fold them in. So you know how when you get the fluffy peaks,
like
the
a
eggs?
meringue.
Yeah, think of it like a meringue. So you're going for something different. Like when we make cookies and cakes, we don't separate them. We just cook them all together. So you know what that consistency looks like, right? So when you have the egg yolks will give you one thing. It'll make it it's rich. Sometimes you add an egg yolk into something for richness. Whereas the egg white isn't going to be the richest because there's no fat in that. The egg yolk has all the heftier stuff. But that's where we're bringing air into the egg whites, and that's where we're going to get that souffle that rises, that fluffy. If we didn't separate the egg whites, our souffle would not rise. It would be a frittata. There you go. That's the easier way to say it. Do you want a frittata or souffle? That's probably the most user-friendly way to say it.
Yeah, Sean, Mr. Bell says it aerates the whites.
Oh, Sean, showing me up with your science talk. Your big city ways there. Okay, so, but there's some recipe where sometimes I add an egg yolk for some richness. I can't remember what it was though. And the viscous quality here. So I'm going to do 4 egg yolks and 5 egg whites. I think that's right. Uh-oh, I'm getting a little bit of beet in here. That'll teach me to use my cooking gloves.
Fran Diego just got the #1 gifter badge.
Oh, figures, because Fran's so sweet. Thank you, Fran. Thank you for supporting Food Talk TV and me. You're so, so sweet. 4 egg yolks. Yeah, 5 egg. Okay, I got that right. Okay, so 3, 4, 5. Okay. The other thing is, if the egg whites get some egg yolk in them, which God knows today they might, they won't fluff up in the same way.
Interesting. Even just a little bit?
Huh?
Even just a little bit?
Yeah, they won't fluff up as much. So, I'm going to have an extra egg yolk, which I should put in something because my dog laid it. I love cooking with. That's a great thing about the chicken and the dogs is I feel like I don't. It's more environmental somehow because like things don't get thrown away; they get eaten. So there we go. Yep. Oh, that worked really well. I used the shell quite effectively there. Okay, butters.
Sean, Mr. Bethel followed you.
Oh, thanks for following Food Talk TV. And also, so follow Food Talk TV and please give me a follow at Daphne
I think
Brogdon.
he's saying he followed you.
Oh, he said he followed me. Oh, well, thank you. I so appreciate that. So I do cooking and some politics and some grief talk. I do all kinds of stuff on my channel. So
And comedy. Don't forget your...
Yes, yes. Well, I always think my comedy is kind of woven into the various subjects, whether it's hot topics or
Mama T sent a heart.
Mama T, how are you feeling? Because I heard after we saw you, you got COVID, and so I hope you're feeling well. Okay. Actually, I have to do the egg yolks first. Now, I know my fellow Food Talk TV creators, especially Melissa, would be able to beat all these things by hand, but I'm not doing it. I lost that competition. So I'm just going to beat the egg yolks. Oh, look at these flowers. I brought some people who have been so sweet sending flowers for my mom. And this was one arrangement. Calla lily, which is a traditional morning flower.
Mama T sent Go Popular.
Go Popular?
It's a thing. A little arrow thing.
Oh, right, yeah. I know, there's so many of those things on there. Oh, that's sweet. All right, so. So I'm getting the eggs ready, but I actually have more to do in the cooking realm, but I just like to have it ready. That's a mess, I'll set that aside. Okay, I gotta do the butter stuff. All right, Vivian, say something.
Okay. Tap the screen. Give us some likes.
Yeah, there you go. Tap the screen. Okay, so I pre-measured 3 tablespoons of butter. Now, I hate measurements like tablespoons. I think it should all be in ounces or whatever. This is 1.5 ounces. So a tablespoon is about 1/2 ounce. It just drives me crazy. Anyway, so I'm going to basically make
Why does tablespoons drive you crazy?
Because it's so subjective. It's not an accurate measurement. It drove your dad crazy too. That's why I always, it just seems like lazy non-cooking skill thing, you know, whereas a measurement, you know exactly what it is. And there's certain recipes you really want to know exactly what the measurement is, so you want a kitchen scale. So if you don't have a kitchen scale, get a kitchen scale.
Mama T says, what are we making?
We're making a souffle. Sorry, that's right. I have to keep reminding people what we're doing. So we roasted beets in the oven.
That aren't going in the souffle.
Which are not going in the souffle. No, we're doing a cheese souffle because I have so many eggs, because I have chickens.
Mustard Queen says tablespoons really are freedom units.
Yes. See, Mustard Queen knows. She knows. So 3 freedom units. It's so true. And we were watching again that hilarious skit with Nate Bargatze, Washington's Dream on SNL. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. It's hilarious. Okay.
Yeah, the whole thing is just spoofing on Americans' systems of measurements and how dumb they are.
They're so dumb. Yeah. Okay. Now I need 3 tablespoons of flour. So again, I'm basically making your standard roux. So when you think, I can't make a souffle, that's scary. Go, well, have you ever made a sauce with a roux? Yes? Okay, then you can make it. Which is, you know, flour and butter. Freedom units. That's really funny. I gotta remember that one. Flour. I'm just gonna flour, water. flour, water, flour, butter. So you guys, I'm for those of you just joining, my brain is impaired today. Probably will be for a while, and that's why my daughter's helping me too. Okay, flour, pecans.
Sean says, yeah, when he's George Washington, that crushes me. He loves the SNL sketch.
Sean, it's brilliant. I mean, I've listened to it probably 20 times. I laugh my head off each time.
Mama T says she's getting prepped for her show.
What did Mama T say?
She's getting prepped for her show.
Oh, I want to know, what are you going to make, Mama T? Yeah, she comes on this afternoon. What are you going to make, honey?
Set that aside. What are you grabbing now?
Milk. Cup of milk. Cuppa. Just a cuppa.
If you're just joining us, welcome to FoodTokTV, the longest running cooking show on TikTok.
Longest running live cooking show.
Live cooking show on TikTok.
Excellent. Thank you, Vivian.
Tap the screen, give us some hearts. If you send some gifts, we greatly appreciate it.
Perfect.
Okay.
That was perfect, Viv. You guys, isn't Vivian doing a great job?
You're all witness to my first ever time doing this, so I appreciate the kindness.
Poor Vivian, when she was a little girl, I mean, literally starting at like 1 year old, she had to be in my videos, my mom blogging videos. And then she had to be in my Food Network show. And that cured, I have all these friends, who say, oh, my daughter wants to be an actress or whatever. No, not my kids. You put them in front of the camera, like this one. She's like, I'm going to a science high school. Bye, see ya, I'm out. No interest. I was like, yes.
Mama T says we're just doing simple breakfast for dinner on the Blackstone.
Oh, I like breakfast for dinner. I think that's a great idea. Unsung.
Oh, Mustard Queen, thank you for saying I'm rocking it as host. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you to everyone saying I'm doing great.
You are doing great,
Appreciate
honey.
it.
You are. This is a nice community of Food Talk TV. Nice people. Okay, let's see. And milk whisk mixture. I'm sorry. So for those of you who haven't joined, I lost my mother a week ago today, so I'm a little out of it. Continue cooking.
Kathy sent a heart.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you so much. Okay. So I'm just gonna have this come to a boil. I haven't made a souffle in 8 years. I just wanted to. So one of the things my mother loved is to travel. She never traveled until she was in her 50s, and then she really went a lot of places. And I went some of those places with her, including France a couple times. She came along when Vivian was not even a year. And we went to Paris, and we went to the Loire Valley, and she took Vivian to the Louvre while my husband and I went and had a fancy lunch. And she said on her deathbed, one of the most important things she felt in her life in review was learn languages. And I'm learning Italian. So. And Vivian is about to go to Italy for a month and stay with friends of my fiance and learn Italian. And her grandma was very happy about that. Okay, so I've removed it from the pan. Pan is done. Heat is off. Okay, remove the heat. That doesn't even make sense. I'm just going to go with it. Okay, now, again, you can use Swiss. You can use Gruyere. You can use Parmesan, whatever cheese you have on hand. That's a great thing. So souffle sounds fancy, but it's really not. And you know me, I love Festival of Leftovers. So if you're like, oh, I have some eggs, I have a bunch of cheese. Oh, wait a minute, I can make a souffle. So we need to demystify the whole. So I'm going to put in like a half a cup of cheese. And I'm kind of eyeballing it right now. I think that looks half a cupish. All right.
Close enough.
Close enough. It's, yeah, cheese and milk and butter. How bad could it be? And then one of the big, we're going to let that cool because they always have to be a little careful when you add eggs because we don't want it to curdle and cook. But some key ingredient to a classic souffle is nutmeg. You know what else, Mustard Queen, is a little bit of mustard would be nice in this too.
Fran says, I love the big whisk.
Here's a funny thing. I have some medium whisk. I somehow grabbed this one. But what I really want for Christmas, somebody can remind me, is I want a small whisk.
Small whisk?
Small whisks. Yeah, I know. It's just a giant oversized whisk, Fran. You are so right. It's like maybe it makes me look thinner if I have use this spatula. So putting that all together, and I'm just gonna check on my beets because I think, oh yeah, my beets are looking pretty good. I'm gonna give my beets a toss. I'm gonna toss my beets.
We just need 4 more subscribers for the next milestone incentive.
Did you hear that? We need some subscribers. That is awesome. That is so
Trini
great.
Cook says, I love the small whisks. I need one too.
Yes, yes, yes. I know, it's one of those things I see. I know. Right before I came to Texas, I went to a culinary supply house and I asked for a small whisk, but it was literally a keychain. Like it was looped to a keychain, and I thought, well, that's getting too far. It's not right. Okay, so nutmeg. Nutmeg is very important. And then, I thought I was supposed to put cream of tartar in here somewhere. Again, I have a limited brain powder. Brain power. Limited brain power. Yes. I'll just do a little.
And also to give a reminder, can we shout out who the recipe is from?
Oh yes, this is from Once Upon a Chef. I'm doing a little mustard Taylor. She is a very good food blogger who I interviewed at an event a few years back. She was in New York, I think. She had worked in restaurants and then wanted to stay home with her kids and became a food blogger. But she has a cookbook, and I think her recipes are quite good. So I couldn't deal with my own, so I wanted to. I'm leaning on her. Sometimes you got to know who to lean on. Okay. Whisk the egg yolks in the jar. Oh, I don't have chives. Her recipe has chives. I have no chives. And I'm very sad that my garden looks like crap right now. I've really neglected it. Okay, so I'm gonna add the egg yolks now. Which are nice.
Sean says, pro tip, brain powder is delicious and adds umami to any meal.
Thank you for making me laugh. Thank you. All right, it's time for my giant whisk.
Do you want to give the camera a shot of?
Oh, thank you. See, I need my director here. Yeah, I want to be more successful just so I can hire Vivian to be my admin assistant here.
I don't come cheap.
You know, like Devil Wears Prada, like that's the kind of job she wants. She'd be so good at that.
I didn't understand that plot because I was like, what is she complaining about?
I know, I didn't understand. My big problem, you guys know Devil Wears Prada, where
the Meryl Streep movie?
Yeah, she's moving up in this like high fashion, be amazing. She basically, it's like it's as if she's working for the editor of Vogue. And her boyfriend and friend are like, you've really changed. You're so different. And it's like, it's as if she's working for the editor of Vogue. And her boyfriend and friend are like, you've really changed. You're so different. And it's like, dude, what are you supposed to do in your 20s but hustle like a mofo and get ahead? Dummies. That was a real flaw in that part of it. Okay. Yep. Oh, that's right. The cream of tartar goes in the egg whites. Remind me. Increases speed. Okay. I'm not doing it as carefully as she does, so who knows how this is going to work out, but we'll see. All right, so now I have to do, wait, how much cream of tartar? Daphne Brogdon, FoodTokTV.
Tap the screen, give us some likes.
You guys are very kind to me. I am not at full capacity. Like if there was a battery, you know, like how they have, like you see the battery. So the battery's not at 100. The battery's like, I don't know, 60?
I think you're at a solid 75.
Aww. That is so kind. Quarter of a teaspoon.
Yeah, Sean said that movie irritated me so much.
Yeah. Sean, I think we're the same people here. You're our people.
And Frances, I was upset she didn't want the grilled cheese sandwich. That was such a odd plot point that the boyfriend's whole thing was he makes really good grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh, which makes us laugh because we lived with my late husband who did make the best grilled cheese sandwiches. So we're like, I don't think so. Okay, egg whites.
Yeah, we're whisking the egg whites.
Yeah, beating them. I know some of you pro people would do it by hand, but I'm not. I'm not doing it. Not gonna happen. Welcome to FoodTokTV. I'm Daphne Brogdon. I'm here Wednesday. Welcome to FoodTokTV. I'm Daphne Brogdon. I'm here Wednesday morning. Mama T's gonna be cooking right here on this channel in just a few hours. She's gonna be doing breakfast for dinner, which is gonna be great. And is from her home in Portland, Oregon. I'm here in Los Angeles My daughter Vivian Peel is helping me today.
Yeah, we're making a souffle.
We're making a souffle, and we're making beets with sweet pecans and feta cheese. So, and I have something else we can make if we have time. Because I always.
Sean said I just bought my first hand mixer on Amazon last week.
Who did?
Sean. It's a game changer.
Oh, look at you, Sean. Little Sean's growing up. So I've got to wait for my stiff peaks. My stiff peaks. Once this is in the oven, though, it doesn't take that long. So I should be able to have a finished product for you all.
Oh, thank you, Mustard Queen, for the shout out. Yes, look up Daphne Brogdon on TikTok and also Daphne Dishes Again on YouTube.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So we see the alchemy is happening here with the egg whites. You know, Vivian, I can't tell, but it feels like, can you
Can't
clean
really see
that lens in front? The front facing? Does it make
I think it's fine.
You think it's okay?
I think it's fine. I was just gonna come over and get a better angle.
Oh, please,
If I bother. Okay.
please, do whatever you want. Take it
The
off.
camera's gonna be
Oh,
bad
whoa.
for a second as I'm
whoa.
moving.
This is action item here, action time. Let me take my dirty rag here so you can see what's really happening. Can you? Well,
Yeah,
let's see.
I think we can, right? You see this?
Yes, it's perfect.
Okay, great.
Yes, FoodTokTV, action. So one of the things that Vivian and I have been doing to get through our grief is we are binge watching all the Mission Impossible movies so that we can then go and treat ourselves to the newest Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we finished 4 so far.
4 is the best one so far.
Yeah,
If anyone wants
because
input.
yeah, because Brad Bird, who did Incredibles, was the director. They always have different directors, and that one was the best one, I think, for sure. All right, let's see. Since now it's close, I can see if there's any comments so that I can read it. I can read it! Okay, Angel Baby, thank you for joining. Maria, you sent a heart. Thank you so much. Thank you for the likes. And that's for sure. Great, great, great. Oh, fantastic. Oh, God, I look horrible. Okay, I need more distance again. Okay, but we can see what's happening with the... We're almost there. And this is part of it. You had asked such a good question, Vivian, about the eggs. I thought that was good.
So how do you know when the egg whites are done?
Well, we want peaks.
Oh, like a meringue.
Yeah, yeah. Or like the whipped cream competition that we did in Texas, which I did not win. Because I was like, is it done? Is it done? And I should have just flipped the bowl over. But some hale and hearty cook could do this. And of course, they used to have to do this by hand. But that is... I'm a modern princess here. Okay. Wait. Any messages here? Hi, Maria. Oh, you're so sweet. Jenna Pie's here. Thank you, Jenna. Sean. Oh, I'm so sorry for whatever your grief is for. Oh, Sean, thank you. My mother passed. I didn't do my show last week. I was starting to do it. We got a call that she'd taken a turn. Yeah. Thank you. I mean, I shouldn't be shocked because, you know, she was in her 90s, but I'm still shocked. She was my rock. So we're all in. And Vivian was really good to her. Vivian would read to her almost every week. And so. Okay.
This is good TV.
I don't know. Yeah, probably. We need some. Okay, look. My prayers are with you, says Miss Pinky. You're so sweet. Sean, I wished when I was a younger man. Oh, you are so fun. I wished when I was a younger man, too. Wait a minute. Yeah, no. I don't know if I did. I think I've always been lazy. I think I've always been a modern suburban girl. I mean, I could if I had to.
The hand mixer's a game changer.
Yeah, look, we're almost seeing the peak. See? You start to see the changes.
Yeah, you could really
See, on the
trick
edges?
someone into thinking that's whipped cream.
Oh, maybe we should do that. Maybe that'd be a good prank. I always admire when I hear people who can do these pranks. I'm like, I don't have that brain to think about that. Oh my gosh, we're at 19,000 likes.
Wow.
It's because of you. It's because of you.
Thank you for all the likes.
Yeah.
everyone.
That's my daughter Vivian. Vivien, not A-N.
Like Vivian Lee.
Yes, like Vivian Lee. Although a lot of people probably don't know who that is. They should. Ooh, I bet I should take the Beets out too.
Scarlett O'Hara?
I know. Scarlett O'Hara from Gone with the Wind. That's her namesake. Because my daddy was from Georgia and I loved old movies. Okay, we're getting there. I didn't know it was going to be like its own like magnum opus here, making these egg whites. Sean, cooking honestly is therapy for me. Sean, you are not kidding. I actually, you don't know my backstory, but my late husband was a well-known chef, and we had restaurants together, and I had a Food Network show. And then when he passed 4 years ago, I was, laid out, of course. And then 18 months later, my oldest stepson also died suddenly. And at that point, I was like, I can't live in this sadness anymore. And one of the things I did to help is I went and volunteered at Meals on Wheels and started cooking for homebound elderly people. And then Vivian and I decided to start cooking my husband's recipes, and I realized how much it was healing, and that's kind of it's brought me back to FoodTokTV and cooking and doing stuff online. And so I agree with you. I think it is healing. I think it's a way to help remember people, and it's also a way to show love to the people who are in your life right now is to cook for them. Oh, Mama T, love Gone with the Wind. Yeah, awesome. Gigi, thank you for the gifts. And Kathy liked the video. Jenny liked the video. Thank you so much. Oh gosh, we're almost there.
Everyone's on the edge of their seats.
I know. Like when it finally becomes egg whites, like what's gonna happen? Yeah.
Confetti will rain down from the
Tom
ceiling.
Cruise is gonna dun 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 dun.
This is the mission. This is the mission.
Mission Impossible. Yeah.
Your mission.
Ethan Hunt. Can you?
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to get these egg whites to peak.
Oh my God! I know. Ethan Hunt has it easier than I do with these. Dang.
Yeah.
Oh no. It's almost there. It's almost. This is where I become like. This is why I'm a sloppy chef, because at some point I go, it's close enough. It's close enough. Ms. Pinky's. I garden for therapy. Yeah, I do that sometimes. That too. I get that. Sean, providing something to other people is healing. Yes, yes. And also, there's always somebody who has it worse off than you do. Even if you feel like nobody has it worse than you. Yeah, somebody always does. So go help them. Okay, well look at that one on the edge there.
Move the mixer a little.
Oh,
There we go.
sorry. Dun, 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 dun. It's really funny, after you watch Mission Impossibles, everything in our life becomes like, I go across the street to go pick up my neighbor's mail because they're out of town, and I'm like, cover me, get in the mail. Dun, 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 dun. Is it safe? Yeah.
Those are looking like some peaks to me.
I know. What do we think? People? Is it peaked enough? I want the hive mind. Do you think I'm picked up? Oh, Trini, thank you. I did add the cream of tartar. Do you think I need to add more? Do you think I didn't do it right? Trini's the next Rachel Ray, in my opinion. Rachel Ray looks terrible. She needs to go. Sean, everything is Monty Python to me. I get that's another good reference.
Didn't Dad love Monty Python?
I love Monty Python. Oh. Yeah. Any sentient being dead who was alive in the 70s, 80s. Oh, right.
Yeah, now we're just gauging when do we give up.
I know, right? I know. I'm kind of ready to give up now. Maybe Trini's right. Maybe I need to add more cream of tartar. I added a 1/4 teaspoon.
Trini, do you think we need more than that?
Trini, should I have added? Is it too late to add? Jack, hey, beautiful Johnny Cooks, I love you. What does cream of tartar actually do? It's a thickening agent. Thickens it. Yeah, look at that. See?
There we go. I think that's looking better.
Let's go with cream. Yeah, the egg yolks are probably cooked by now.
Yeah.
I mean, you can only make egg whites beating so exciting. Thank you for everybody who's sticking with me through my egg white saga. Oh.
Through this tumultuous time.
I feel like, Trini, I'm having flashbacks to Texas trying to beat that cream. Oh, okay. Trini says it's looking good. Oh, Sean says it binds the proteins in the whites. You're so smart. See, you got that science spread. I'm like very big picture. Details elude me. Details elude me. Although I'm looking at my forehead now and I kind of want some Botox in there. So. I had no idea this was going to take so long. I would have done this before.
Yeah, we gotta tap out at some point.
Okay, tap out. We're tapping out. Vivian's tapping out.
All right, so I think that looks pretty good. What is the consensus?
I'm glad I didn't add more cream. It's harder. Vivian's tapping out.
All right, so I think that looks pretty good. What is the consensus?
I'm glad I didn't add more cream. It's harder because I can. Oh God, she wants to keep trying to sell me life insurance. Anyway, okay, look over here. So let's see. So with the egg, you want to fold. So you don't beat. You have to fold. Folding is its own little art form here. So we don't want to damage the molecular structure of what we have.
Yeah, so
created.
right, like so if you mix it too much, you can knock the air out, right?
Yeah, you and Sean decide because you guys are gonna know. You're the smart ones in this group. Yes, essentially. So you just sort of fold, not do a big beat, and you just.
Kathy says it stabilizes the egg whites. That's interesting.
The hive mind is so good. And I need extra brain power, so I really, really appreciate it. Here on FoodTokTV, the longest running live cooking show on TikTok. I'm Daphne Brogdon. I am but one of many fabulous culinary creators on this channel. I'm here every Wednesday at 1 o'clock Pacific. In a couple hours, Mama T will be doing breakfast for dinner. And tomorrow, Trini Cooks is going to be on tap. And she's a prolific, she does a lot of cooking videos on her own channel, Trini Cooks. So check her out, give her a follow. Okay, I think this is looking very nice.
I need to try and rig this back into the tripod.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, we're gonna repo is what we used to call that. Reposition.
I'm trying to do this one-handed. This is not easy.
Yeah, I have not followed the recipe I'm following. I haven't followed it so faithfully, I'll be honest. So we'll see. How bad can it be?
Can you actually put this really quick?
Eggs and milk. Oh, why? What am I doing?
I can't get this back in the tripod two-hand. Oh, wait,
Oh,
maybe
I
I
can
can.
do it.
No, maybe I can get it. I can get it.
I can do it. Look, I want to put it in my thing though. Here.
Oh.
You might need an action shot. Yeah. Now it's finally going in. So, oh, wait a minute. I already put the Parmesan. Wait, did I put the cheese in? I did put the cheese in. Yeah. This is my brain.
Yes,
I put the cheese
you
in.
put half a cup in, and you were like, I'm eyeballing it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for remembering my life. You know, I have this idea for a podcast that I'm going to do. It's going to be called Help Me Remember My Life. And I interview people that I've like known and worked with, and they tell me anecdotes and things that I've said because I don't remember a thing.
I'm not getting a very good angle.
Oh.
I'll be honest.
Wait, there you go. Yeah, it's good. I see what you're doing. I think it's pretty good. This is what I should have had. The rubber spatula. Damn it. Dang it. Your dad always was ready with the rubber spatula. Because he said you waste so much if you don't use a rubber spatula.
Oh, what is it? What are we making, Mom?
We're making a cheese souffle. Okay. Now, as you know, once you put the souffle in, Julia Child said don't touch the oven. So I'm going to put it in, and I'm going to take my beets out.
Come around, Viv. Okay.
And I'm bringing the beets out. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yes.
Here are the beets.
Oh my God, I ran over. Dang it. I needed to get this in 10 minutes ago. Oh, shoot. That sucks. Okay. So now with the beets, I'm going to, or previous,
Oh my God.
okay. So now with the beets, I'm going to, or previous,
Oh my God.
oh. No. Yeah, there it is. Oh, Forged is here. Hi. Okay. Oh my God, only one Pep's here. Only one Pep. You're so sweet. My daughter's helped me today. What is it? Oh yeah. Only One Pip is one of my, I haven't been doing anything on my channel. So Only One Pip, I don't know if you missed it, but my mother passed last week, so I've been MIA. But I'm making a souffle right now. People who are follow me on my channel and on my lives. Okay, push it towards this way more. Yeah, there we go. Know that I was often, actually I think one of the last lives I did was at her house because I was, having to take care of her more. So my schedule's been, I feel like I've kind of been fired from a part-time job. So here's what I did. I took pecans, I melted them with butter, I added a little sugar, and so I'm gonna mix these in with the roasted beets. The beets, I had diced them and just cooked them with salt and olive oil. Okay. So normally I would probably shove these in the oven for another 3 minutes together, but I got my souffle in there, and now the souffle owns the oven, so I'm not going to do that. But I want to put this in like a pretty, like, here's how I would serve it thing. Vivian, keep talking while I go grab a bowl.
Absolutely. Tap the screen, give us some likes. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Welcome to FoodTokTV, the longest running live cooking channel on TikTok. Today, right now it's being hosted by Daphne Brogdon at DaphBrog. Give her a follow too.
And hands up for my daughter, Vivian Peel's doing an amazing job helping me today, helping her mama as she goes through this time. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So what I would say, I don't want to do that with too much oil. In a way, I was kind of thinking it's almost like a salad substitute. Now, if you had some greens, I would also put this on top of like a frizzy, a little sliced radicchio.
Ooh, some radicchio would be good.
Radicchio, yeah, because it's got that bitter, and I think that the radicchio would be an excellent counterpoint to the sweet. I don't have any radicchio, but this also makes a nice side dish on its own. Okay. And then I'm gonna take the chunked feta. So I'm always thinking about, the different flavors that go together, that play off each other. So we've got sweet, and then we've got different textures.
So, did you come up with the beets, pecans, feta thing, or
Yeah, that was just in my head.
Nice.
Because I've done a lot of different things with beets. So there we go. So this is and in fact, I'm going to take a taste. That's it. Oh, baby, you have your phone? Can you take a picture? Because Taylor always needs pictures. Just take a picture of this. Not me, just the dish. Because all of our recipes are available on our website. Are you also monitored? Are you not monitored anymore?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
You just asked me to take a picture.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I like it. If you don't,
Teresa says, what is that?
it's roasted beets with sugar pecans and feta cheese. So we've got, so the feta is a nice counterbalance to the sweet, and you've got the different textures. I mean, if I not cut these beets small, this wouldn't have been done in time, because it doesn't, cut through. But anyway, this is just a nice, it's just a nice mix of flavors. That's good. I would put this next to roast pork. What? Oh, sorry. I love that my daughter just told me not to talk in my mouth. That's great. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna stop eating. Sorry, you're so cute. It's time for the cooking show. So, we had beets in the oven. Those came out pretty easy. Then we have a cheese souffle, which is in progress. And then, somebody will get that. Butters will. See, this is where I love my dog, because he's just gonna, he can just eat it all. There you go, eat it. And then I am going to do one of my favorite unsung vegetables, which is cabbage. And I love cabbage for a few reasons. One, it's versatile. Two, it's really cheap. It's a recession buster. Aren't we supposed to be working, I think, there's like a thing going around now, recession stuff? Somebody told me that. He's like,
Recession. I mean, there's a meme that's everything's a recession indicator.
okay, recession indicator. I'm making cabbage. Yeah, that's right. I've heard about that. The recession indicator. Well, if you go to my channel, Daphne Brogdon, when I'm feeling up to it, we'll have all kinds of political chitty chats. So let's get the cabbage.
So you say cabbage is kind of unsung.
Yeah, because think about it. Brussels sprouts had their moment, kale had their moment, even cauliflower got to have a little bit of a moment. I feel like cabbage still really hasn't had its moment, and it really should because, excuse me, butters. You know, sometimes you can get as low as like a buck a head, and you can do so many things. You can put it in salads, you can put it in soups, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to char it, I'm going to grill it, and then do a little. What I would do miso and lime if I had lime, but I have lemon. A miso lemon, dress it with miso and lemon.
Sean says I'm paying attention. I have a head of cabbage in my fridge.
Sean, you and me today. We're there.
And Forge says I love cabbage too.
Oh, good for you, Forge. What do you cook it with, Forge?
Yeah, what are other people's cabbage recipes?
Yeah, I want to know. I mean, because I think people thought, you know, growing up, Vivian, I think most people just did sauerkraut. And by the way, my father loved sauerkraut and kielbasa. Could not get enough of it. My mom used to make it for him all the time. But that's not everybody's cup of tea because that has like a lot of vinegar and stuff. So I'm gonna bring back cabbage.
I love how the beets are still getting everywhere.
That's the thing with beets. That's why you end up like Lady Macbeth when you cook with beets. So I've got the cabbage, and now I don't want to say Julianne, but I'm kind of Julianning.
Call back to earlier in the
Call
live.
back in there earlier for those.
If you've been here the whole time.
Yeah, right. And God help you if you have. Yeah. So.
All right. Forge says chicken stir fry for making making cabbage.
Excellent. See, no, that's a really good point, Forge, because it's also a great protein extender. So let's say if you're like, oh, I got a pound of protein, I'm feeding 4 people, how can I make? Let's add some cabbage to it. You know, you gotta.
Mustard Queen says mustard and cabbage are BFFs.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
David K says stuffed cabbage. Kathy's Kitchen says grilled cabbage with mustard glaze.
Okay, wait, stuffed cabbage, that'd be nice. You could do, that's very much like in sort of like a Polish food or Eastern European food. And then what was mustard glaze?
Grilled cabbage with mustard glaze. And
Okay.
you're kind of doing it.
I'm kind of doing something like that, but I'd like to. Yeah, I think you are. We're in the same wheelhouse there with that for sure. Yeah, thanks, sweetie.
Sean says I was going to make coleslaw if we had enough food for Memorial Day.
Wait, what about coleslaw?
The reason he has cabbage in his fridge is he was going to make it, but they had enough food for Memorial Day.
Oh my God! Of course, we just had Memorial Day. That's right. Yes. So
We had a little thing for Memorial Day.
We did. We wanted to be together as a family. Well, some of us did.
Thank you everyone for being here. Tap the screen, give us some likes. We're already at 30.8K.
What?
Can you believe it?
No, I don't think I've ever had that. It's because of you, Vivian. I'm always do better. I know, I'm starting to get it because when our friend Luca cooked with me, did pizzas, that was like the best one I'd ever done. And now this will be the best one. It's like, it's just not, I get it. It's me alone, it doesn't really cut it.
Well,
it's when I have somebody with me.
It's more dynamic to play off the energy of other people.
It's so true. I need it. I hate working alone. Yes, and my cat, my red is getting on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give us a follow on FoodTokTV and give a follow to Daphne Brogdon too, who's doing a great job hosting and cooking everything. Daphne Brogdon. And check her out on YouTube too. She does a lot of cooking stuff. Sometimes like the longer version of a video she posts on TikTok. You know, check it out.
Yeah, you were correct.
So is that the miso? Is that what you're putting?
That's the miso. Miso, I always have miso in the, it's one of my you always want miso in your fridge. Always. So anyway, I'm just
Do you think that's a very versatile
yes,
thing to use?
because it's umami flavor and it doesn't go bad. You know, there's so many, you buy a carton of buttermilk for a recipe and then pretty soon you're like, oh great, I have a curdled roast-ass carton of buttermilk. But miso lasts forever. Lasts a really long time. So I'm just going to soften it up with a little hot water. water here. Okay, so this cabbage has been dressed with olive oil. So I'm putting it in this hot pan. Now, alternately, this is my restaurant brain. I always think about like the timing of stuff. So if I was making dinner, I would throw my roast in and then also in a pan throw cabbage in, because then I'd be thinking, oh great, that'll
Forge
time out.
sent a little reward, let them cook. So
Oh yeah, that was our thing. That's when you log on this, TikTok says like, based on what you've done before, it sounds like people would give you this icon and this many and whatever. Anyway, so I'm gonna I want to char this char, and if you did have a Weber to do this on, mazel tov, that'd be awesome. That would be far too much energy for me right now. Put it in a pan. Once it's cooked a little bit, then I'm gonna drizzle it with some miso, and I'm going to, and then I would finish it with a squeeze of lime or lemon, and that's it. And you've got a great fiber, and that's one of the things, that is one of my resolutions now. I think I told you that this week.
Yeah.
Because my mom, when she turned 50, was like, how am I going to age? She was very purposeful in how she aged. She walked to work every day. She worked till she was 80. She, ate very carefully, and while she did pass, she was 95 and a half. So somebody did something right there. So one of my resolutions, I need to eat more fiber. I've decided.
Good resolution.
And I'm sorry if that means I'll be farting more. I think that's what that means, right? Well, poor Gio. He's really going to have to do
I'm not the one who shares a bed with you.
Yes. I'm really selling myself here now. Shoot. Well, technically, this would be the end of my show. I want my souffle.
How long do you think the souffle is going to take?
Well, it takes 25 minutes, so
maybe we don't have time. Well, if
my
you want
timing thing is not so good right now.
If you want to see the end product of the souffle, come check out Daphne Brogdon's channel.
Okay, there you go. I could post it. Thank you, Vivian.
Yeah, Forge says I plan to age gracefully.
Yes. Oh, well, I'm sure you can. Okay, wait a minute. We're starting. I want to show some evidence of what I've done here, though, because you're going to see what I was after.
Adelinda says hi. Hello, Adelinda.
Hi, Adelinda. Thank you guys so much for joining Food Talk TV here at Daphne. Okay, so I'm trying to show
the grill.
This like little kind of brownish
charring
stuff with the charring of the cabbage. It's quite nice. All right, so I'm going to put my miso. And Taylor's right. Some mustard would be lovely on this as well. I just had in my head miso.
And then you're going to squeeze the lemon on too?
Oh, I just thought of the old song. Miso. And then I would squeeze it on the lemon at the end. So the acidic lime or lemon. And then one thing, actually, if you would, and then some recipes you would, you'd want it more wilted. I'm not going for a wilted thing, but that's an option too.
What difference does that make? Like,
if you want it more
texture-wise?
The texture issue, I think.
It makes it softer?
Yeah, it softens it up, which is a good, like when Forge talked about like chicken and cabbage, like that's where you would have it more wilted. I want more of that.
That crunch?
The crunch and the, I hope that if that's a flavor. Yeah, charred, blackened cabbage. Blackened cabbage usually means you're adding spices like from New Orleans or something, which I'm not.
Yeah, which is why we're calling it charred cabbage.
Yeah, did I add salt? Okay.
Yeah. Did you add salt?
I don't know if I did. It's always a problem, I don't remember. Anyway, listen, you guys, thank you so much. It was, I've been through a lot this week, and it's going to be a journey here, and I appreciate you guys' support, and thank you for being here. And I will post a picture of my souffle at the end. I suck that I didn't find that out. I could feel everything I was doing. I felt like I was dicing and
well, those egg whites were our kryptonite.
Yeah, I also took too long cutting my beets. Let's just review. Let's critique my live right now. Yeah, I took too
on the
long
live.
cutting the beets. Yeah, I took too long cutting the beets. Should have done the egg whites ahead of time. I prepped other things, but I didn't prep
Fran
that.
Diego says we love you. Forge said great seeing you.
Aw. Who said I love you? I didn't miss that.
Fran Diego.
Fran Diego. Fran, I love you back, Fran.
Oh, Forge says we missed you.
Oh, thank you, Forge. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I was like, okay, I said, Mom, I'll be back at the hospital after I do my live. Okay.
Yeah, didn't end up happening.
Yeah. But
Well,
this
thank you
actually-
for joining
Wait,
us.
this is looking good though. This is good. Maybe we should get a little shot.
Yeah, you want me to
before
get a
we
shot
go.
of that?
Yeah, I'm happy how this is coming out.
Yeah, it actually is looking
Because
good.
that miso gives it this kind of
And I know
browny-
we haven't invented smell-o-vision yet, but it smells great too.
Oh, thank you, Vivian. Thank you. And Vivian, thank you most of all. My Ed McMahon, my Andy Richter, I don't even know if you get those references.
Who?
Yeah, that's what I figured. My co-host, my sidekick. All right, let's
Well,
see.
oh, you know what? I know Andy Richter.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, okay. Thank you guys. Thank you. And watch and come back and watch. Mama T is going to be in this space in just a couple hours. All right. Thank you guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.